Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 8th of September, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But as well, I do want to remind you that it's for all 12 signs. And thank you in advance for your love and support by liking, commenting, and of course, subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, we're going to break up the day into 4 quarters with the Tattoo Tarot deck. So let's do some shuffling and begin. A very comfortable day is what I'm getting, potentially relaxed for some. But regardless of where you are, what you're wrapped up with, for the most part, it's comfortable, okay? For Thursday. Let's break this day down for Thursday. Okay, bear with me. For Thursday. Actually, okay, we have one here. I forgot to light these candles. Bear with me. I was guided to do so, but forgot before I started recording. Okay, to continue, as I somewhat burn myself on the lighter. What else do we have? So as you can see, we have the Four of Wands for the first quarter. And then we have the Death card, okay. What else do we have? The Knight of Wands kind of startled me. And I want this one right from the top of the deck. Okay, the Tower card. Very interesting. So we are, okay, actually we're replacing this one with this. So we're beginning with the Four of Wands. As you can see, this Thursday begins and it feels like things are falling into place. For whatever reason, it feels like this Thursday in the first quarter, things start to come to be quite easily. What you produce, develop, or just try to accomplish at this part, within this part of the day comes to be in a very easy manner. Okay, say you're producing for your business, your job, or you're looking to connect with somebody. It's happening easily and it just feels very successful. I do feel like you're thinking about a gift for somebody else, if not a gift for you individually. I do sense that you're being gifted by the universe somehow through an increase in numbers or a level of success, or just simply a level of satisfaction through bonding with somebody. Let's further clarify actually with the small everyday tarot. What do we have for this? Bear with me. Somebody in your midst could be making you feel a little bit awkward. The Nine of Wands, you're going to be feeling a bit burnt out, but I also just feel as if there's a reminder in the first quarter at some point, if not multiple points, that you're this wounded warrior, right? You've been through a lot, and it feels like you're thinking about being falsely accused of something, or you could be just pushing forward and doing what you have to do and seeing the rewards all the meanwhile. All right, I feel I need to pull another one or another two. We have the Six of Wands and the Moon card. And so I do feel like you could begin the day feeling a little bit emotional or be picking up on somebody else's emotions around you. And then you sort of shake that off and move, even shake off the Nine of Wands way of being and move towards what you have to do. And it sort of feels like a vibe where those drawn to the reading shake that off through or recover from that through their work or through certain tasks they need to accomplish. Does that make sense? Allowing for oneself not to stay within that level of emotion or struggle in one way, shape, or form. But I do feel like at the very least, the end of this first quarter is a level of attention, okay? Horribly worded, but the ending at the very least of the first quarter, if not more than that, leaves you with eyes peeled on you, okay? I feel like people are impressed. Now we have the Eight of Cups here to clarify the Death card. And I really do feel as if you make your way to the second quarter and there's thoughts of what you left behind, okay? Thinking about needing to leave a situation to better one's energy or better your mood. Potentially recently you walked away from a situation for a brief period of time to get some fresh air or to better your energy or so you can catch your breath as I lose mine. And I really do feel like that benefited your mood or in your energy and whatnot. And so I feel you might be reminded of that to do that again to feel better, okay? But I do sense that in the midst of doing so, okay, in the midst of thinking about that from the past, at the very least, you're thinking about the heaviness in the air or the heaviness in a situation, an area, and how, or your schedule, right? Oh, what's on your plate at this time, and being reminded you have a choice, okay, in the matter. But I do feel like you're thinking about two people at this time, all right. But I also sense that there's just a level of honesty you're being pushed to wrap oneself up in, and also thinking about the honesty you're exuding to others in one way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm hearing or one person specifically. But I really do feel as if you're needing to remember that you're being watched by spirits, okay? It feels like the truth will be revealed in one way, shape, or form, regardless of what took place recently. I hope that makes sense. We have the King of Swords, and I really do feel as if you're reminded that when it comes to a situation you left in the past and continue with what you began recently or what you're about to move towards and leave behind, you have what it takes knowledge-wise to make the best out of what's at hand or what you're about to wrap oneself up in, okay? You are one wise individual, and I feel like your knowledge, your wisdom, your mindset, your approach is being acknowledged and pinpointed in a positive light, and that's reminding you that you can make the best out of everything at hand, okay, or that you're about to wrap oneself up in, of course. And I really do sense that you're reminding oneself that it'll all be okay, all right? For some reason, you need that reassurance, okay? But I do feel like there's some self-reflecting taking place with this Queen of Wands being relevant. As I look at that mirror, you could be thinking about your appearance, ready to make a change in one way, shape, or form, or just checking oneself out, implementing some self-care at this point or just at a certain point throughout the day. And I really do feel like tattoos are being thought about or brought up in conversation. And I sense that you're passionate, regardless of whether your mood is feeling consistent or not. I feel as if I could speak, some of which drawn to this reading have your mood kind of going up and down at certain points throughout the day. Interesting, we brought up the Queen of Wands as we move on to the Knight of Wands. So a level of movement taking place. If it doesn't as well take place in the second quarter, I feel as if the third quarter, the beginning of the second half of the day, leaves you feeling the need to move, okay, to migrate. We have the Lovers again. And I do sense that you're thinking about a passionate level of love and romance to move towards or to move on into your situation. But also you could be pushed to think about a toxic snake that was in the grass at one point or is when it comes to a love situation or a past one. Does that make sense? Could be pushed to think about a past ex to prepare you for upcoming love or to make the best out of a current situation, or you could be pushed to think about somebody you considered, okay, who wasn't trustworthy. But I feel as if your guard is up for one reason or another. Now, I feel like you're running around at this point in the day, making decisions, accomplishing tasks, potentially cleaning, organizing, which has been coming up, perfecting, which came up in the previous daily reading. But I do feel like once again, there's this feeling of being watched, okay, by your spirit guides, by angels. But I also feel as if you sense that those you cross paths with in your physical reality are noticing you, right? For the positive, for the negative, heads are churning. I sense that there's a temptation, if not multiple, as I'm drawn to this apple here at this point in the day. I sense that most drawn to this reading will give in. Now, just don't overdo it. That's the key. Don't overdo it. All right. You will feel light and airy to an extent, but passionate. Music will be implemented at this point for one reason or another. It may take you away from something you're not meant to absorb, whether that's an energy, content online, or a TV show, movie, you name it. Music will be, a gateway to success in one way, shape, or form. Moving on to the last quarter, we have the Three of Pentacles. Bear with me. And I really do feel like with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, things are progressing, taking place, growing. Okay, whether that's your business, your project, or a job situation. It could be more so with you acquiring love or certain friends. It could be more than one thing. But I do sense that people are noticing you. People are peeled on what you're creating and developing, or just how you're transforming the person you're becoming. And I really do feel as if the day begins with a level of attention, and it proceeds throughout the day, but it's most prominent in a successful light at the beginning and the end. And then, of course, in the third quarter, once again, eyes are peeled on you. But it feels like, they're saying on stage kind of attention at the beginning and the end once again. But they're highlighting the fact that I said once again several times. You're going to potentially repeat yourself at certain points throughout the day, or once again you succeed, is what they're saying. You're going to feel as if, once again, there's a snake in the grass, all right? But this time it doesn't feel like you're being reminded of one from the past. It feels like this is more relevant at the end of the day in regards to a current day situation. Again, that could have been relevant for your present day situation as well. Anyways, I feel as if you're feeling strong by the end of the day for one reason or another, whether it has to do with self-care routines or what you're receiving as far as abundance goes. But I do sense that you are feeling like things are just going to work out for one reason or another. Again, feeling watched over, feeling guided. Synchronicities will flow in throughout the day, but feel more obvious at the end of the day, all right, in this last quarter. And I really do feel as if you're going to see the spiritual meaning of an eagle come into play. And you may need to have patience, okay? But I do feel like you're going to sense this angelic feeling coming over you. And again, feeling quite angelically guided and watched over. But there's going to be a reminder to wrap up the day to keep dreaming, okay? To keep achieving your goals in a productive manner with ease. And to keep that crown on regardless of who or what occurs in the next upcoming days or tries to get you down, because it feels like through levels of attention throughout this day, you're being reminded that comes with certain levels of negativity, jealousy. It's not all going to be ultra positive. I sense that you're just being reminded that you're meant to be in the spotlight, okay? And allow for yourself to be so damn proud as you wrap up this Thursday, because you have achieved a lot, all right? And you have gained so much attention as a reminder that you deserve this spotlight success, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time.